Hello, hello. My name is Danielle or Abby. Um, I don't know why I feel so emotional. I don't feel sad or I'm not overjoyed, but I just feel emotional and I feel like I need to share my story. I just feel the urge all night. I was leaving an audition tonight and I just kept feeling that urge to share. So here I go. Um, I remember giving birth later last year. I had given birth to a 1 pound baby at 23 weeks, going on 24 weeks pregnant. And I remember going through the motion. I was on faith and I was trying to stay as positive as possible. However, at some point, my faith and all that positivity did crack. It did get tested. It did shake. It did quiver. It like everything you can think about. But I try to stay as positive as possible. But let me tell you, I was tried. I was tried, and I remember one day sitting. I was supposed to do CPR training before my baby was discharged from the hospital. And this was a far away before she was discharged. And I was sitting, I parked in the parking lot, which is kind of like on a few floors off the ground floor. And I was looking over at the bridges going across, Atlanta, all the highways and everything are crossing over crossing. And I could just see myself starting the car up and just run it right over that like balcony or whatever you call that, just run it off that cliff and just flying it down somewhere, anywhere. And I just saw myself doing that and feeling like, I just can't do this anymore. I had to be going to the hospital time every single day. I had a surgery to have the baby because my baby was breech, and I just felt like I was at a place where, look, I'm alone. I can't handle this. I really was not alone, but I felt like I was alone. I felt alone. I felt like no one understood. I felt like people were trying to support me, maybe the best that they could, but it just felt like I was in this place where, look, you're all alone, girl. And I felt that way that day, and I got out of the car and I walked up, and I kept coaching myself, and I said, "You're going to be okay. You're going to be okay. You're going to be okay. You just feel sad today. You're going to be okay." And I talked to myself, and I talked myself down. And I remember there was a time, the day that I got discharged from the hospital with my baby. I can't tell the joy that I felt that time, even though I know it's gonna be like hard work bringing home a baby that's just like a very like severely premature. I knew it was going to be like very hard, but the joy to know that I have progressed from going to the hospital every day to now bringing home my baby, who is most for the most part very healthy and good, and I felt so much joy. And even compared to now, a few months in, I can tell you that, listen, sometimes when you feel like you're at the darkest, most like vulnerable place where you feel like, listen, you're so alone and no one cares, no one understands, and no one has your back. You're feeling these ways because there is something greater to come, and it's this close to come in, and the devil doesn't want you to have that. So he's gonna put all these things, all these obstacles in your way, and all these thoughts in your head so that you can think the worst of every single situation. But let me tell you something. God has got you. God has got you, and if he brought you here, he will bring you out. So Don't give up. Don't let anything make you feel like, listen, I can't go anymore. Keep going, because if you end it today, you'll never know what tomorrow is going to be. So make it to tomorrow. As I always tell my friends, make sure you make it to tomorrow, because if you stop today, you don't know what tomorrow is going to be. So make it to tomorrow. That's the least you can do for yourself. Make it to tomorrow. You are great. Remember that. You are great, and you are what's inside of you. You're not what anyone else says. You are what's inside of you. You are what God made you to be. Not what I say, not anything that anyone says. You are what's inside of you. You're not a pretty face. You're not riches. You're not homelessness. You are what God made you to be, and we are all purpose, and purpose must live.